Hello. This isn't a public relations office. If you're not here about a bounty, you can go Good. That's damn good. I figure it's about time we got lucky out here, so maybe you can snuff one of these men. First one calls herself Violet. God knows why. The name is the prettiest thing about her. Spends most of her time with a pack of vicious dogs. Then there's Driver Nafai. He's fast and he's brutal. Killed about a dozen of my men with a goddamn driver iron. Hence his name. And finally, Cookout. Rapist, pyromaniac, and damn good chef if you believe the fiends we've captured. Probably the craziest of the lot. I'm not gonna feed you any bullshit. These aren't your common Vegas trash. They've all killed good NCR men. Plenty of mercs, too. You go after them. Any of them. You're in for a hell of a fight. So... if you've got some guts, I'll give you that. Nafai is one tough son of a bitch. You let him get close, and he'll take your head. My advice is this. Talk to Lieutenant Gorobets. He's in charge of Alpha Team, 1st Recon. Snipers. If you're lucky, you can lure Nafai into the open and the sharpshooters can bring him down. You bring me the head, you'll still get the bounty. It's a better bet than trying to take Nafai one-on-one, but it's your call. Out in the yard, Gorobets coordinates our sniper teams. He's been gunning for Nafai for weeks now. Only thing he hasn't had is willing bait. Don't have enough troops to order anyone beyond the fence. Not anymore, anyway. One more thing. If you want the full reward, you need to bring me a recognizable head. My superiors need proof they're gone. That means no headshots, no decapitations till after they're dead, and no damage to the face. If you want to be safe, aim for... You bring me a head that looks like a rotten tomato, people will be doubting, and I won't be authorized to pay the entire... Good luck to you. Driver Nafai is a monster in close combat with that golf club of his, and that man is about as fast on his feet as any legionary. If you haven't already, see about getting Gorobets and 1st Recon. Right. We won't. I'm Lieutenant Gorobets, 1st Recon. If you're looking to collect a bounty, you should talk to Major... Whatever you need, we'll make sure it gets done. Not enough. We've been... Seems like he usually runs with a gang of fiends. Uses them for cover. We haven't been able to get... Betsy swears she's hit him. Twice. But if she's right, it didn't seem to slow him. What did you have in mind? You thinking of luring him into range of... It's one hell of a risk you'd be taking, but if you're willing, we'll do everything we can. Listen, my team has a debt to settle with Nafai. We've seen too many of our boys get brained. You lure them out for us, and if we can score some payback, we'll all pitch in caps for a reward. My team will take up positions around the old rock-crushing plant. They'll wait until they see Nafai, and then they'll start shooting. At that point, just keep your head down and stay out of range of his golf club. We'll take care of the rest. Get your rifles and move out, 1st Recon. We've got a fiend to kill. Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
You thought you could hide from me? You like the sight of your own blood? Yes! Finally! Everything is coming up for Veronica. Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress? Does jumping at them with my fists count as ranged? Fine. Brotherhood.
Like this, right?
I see you're still alive, and that's promising. That right. You killed one of the psychopaths on my... Well, well, well. Driver Nephi. Nothing to say, you son of a bitch? No tips on my golf swing? Lost a lot of good men to this psychopath. Morale's gonna be better now that he's gone. Here's the bounty I promised. I guess we can send first recon down to Camp Forlorn Hope. They need all the help they can get there. Damn right I am. And I'm paying bounty. Violet it is. Wish I could give you more advice on how to bring her down, but we know less about her than the other two. Just watch out for the dogs. She raises them herself. Might as well be their mother, and never leave her side. Good question. Fiend territory is southeast of here, but they range all over the area. None of them stays in any one place for long. You've gone after the Fiends before. I don't have to tell you to keep alert. Right. Hello. Got any more good news for me? Right.
Hello?
Let me guess. You got work for... Well, you're too late. I just quit the bounty trade. As soon as I pick up some caps that Daughtry owes me, I'm out of this scrap. Well, shit. Feel free to stick a knife in the old ego. Thought I made a name for myself around here. Guess that's as good a reason as any to quit this stinking trade. No glory. No easy money, no women, and no glory. Shit. I'd settle just for the women. Because I killed a couple of marks for him, that's why. You ever hear of Jackson? Or Night Terror? Of course you didn't, because they crossed paths with Lil Buster. Bam. Dead. Finished. Over. See, somebody gives me a job, I do it. Maybe I complain a little here and there, but my shit gets done. Well, hey, the field's wide open now that I'm gone. Probably lots of people looking to get in once they hear I quit. Simple. Gonna make myself some easy money. I got a plan. Once I get my caps from Daughtry, I'm going to head on over to Gomorrah and win big at cards. There's not as many people playing at Gomorrah, so that means I've got better odds of winning big. I got this figured out. See, I thought the bounty hunting trade would be easy money, but it turns out it's hard work, so screw it. Also, I ran into this Mark who was a little too tough for me. I mean, I could have taken him. But with this guy, might have cost me some bad burns or an ass rape. I'm all for risking my life, but I'm a little sensitive about my asshole. Oh shit, I don't know. Gotta be at least a month. Longer than I last at most jobs. Oh yeah, a lot. Like before I was a bounty hunter, I worked as a caravan guard. You'd think that was a cakewalk. Crazy bastards expected me to wake up at dawn. Forget it. It's about 2 hours after this guy hits the sack. And I need at least 10, 12 hours of sleep to do my job. Price of excellence. Hey, yeah. Next time you see me, maybe I'll be rolling in a shitload of caps, right?
Howdy. Hey there. Howdy.
When I got this assignment, I was hoping there'd be more gambling.
got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Got any more good news for me? You killed another one. Let me... God damn it. That's Violet, all right. You've made me one happy son of a bitch, you know that? Here, this is the bounty I put on her head. It's yours. Think you can take down another one of these scumbags? Up to you. But I can trust you to do the job, and I'd hate to see you walk away. That's the best damn thing I've heard all day. Finally, somebody around here with some goddamn ambition. There's 2 psycho bastards left. Which one will it be? One thing I should tell you about Cookout. Piece of shit is pure animal. He raped one of my snipers, and that makes this personal. Also, he's got a flamethrower, and he's damn good with it. From what I hear, he either rapes or burns every living thing he gets his hands on. Only one man's gotten close to killing him, and that's little Buster. So he says, anyway. Maybe it's bullshit, but I'd still ask him about it. Bounty hunter. Talks big. But he's still alive, so he can't be completely full of shit. I think he's out in the yard, waiting to claim a couple bounties. You've gone after the fiends before. I don't have to tell you to... If that's true, that'd be the last of them. Yeah, that's Cookout. Ugh, did he always smell like this, even before he was dead? And the fiends let this guy touch their food? Well, this is payback for at least one of my troopers. She'll be glad to know he's dead. Here's your caps. You've been one hell of a stroke of good luck, you know that? Those 3 scumbags probably killed 20 NCR troopers. You bring them down alone. Wish I had a few grunts as good as you. Damn good working with you.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Barber's doing the best with what he's got. Man, could I go for a nice cut of Brahmin steak.
Heard you got Cookout. I hope you roasted that bastard with his own flamer.
Feeling thirsty? Let me see what I...
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Feeling thirsty? You bet.
You've done a good turn for the NCR, and now we'd like to do one for you. There's an NCR emergency two-way radio. You call, and we'll come run it. You're not alone out here. The NCR has your back. Stay safe and good hunting.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress? You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Submit to a credit check or present your passport before proceeding to the gate. Trust. Thank you, sir. You may proceed.
How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her, she kissed me.
Going to have words with this man
Like
and
this
officer.
fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black.
Howdy, partner.
You've come for a piece, haven't you? Welcome to New Vegas. Consider me your personal welcome wagon. Now hear this. The head honcho of New Vegas, Mr. House, is itching to make your acquaintance. Just head for the Lucky 38. It's the big old tower shaped like a roulette spinner. Well now, it was Mr. House that made Securitrons like me. Seems the least I can do is pass on his message. Don't dawdle. He'll be waiting.
We need to stop in peace. I got a pressure in me like Hoover Dam.
Stand tall and walk straight. You idiots are giving us a bad name.
Hey there, friend. A bit of advice. You look like you could use some protection. Lucky for you, I got what you need. My stock and trade? All kinds of easy-to-hide weapons for slipping into and out of casinos. They won't give you a second glance. Things guards can't spot when they're patting you down or checking for iron at your hip. Simple. You can't bring guns into the casino, that's why. They'll strip you to your fists. Sure, they say you get it all back when you leave. Me? I don't like being without a little insurance when it's my caps on the table. Suit yourself. It's not my fault if they find your body dumped in Freeside.
Send those chips my way.
Well, howdy, partner. Good to see you again. Boss is waiting for you upstairs, so get a move on. See you.
Dancing makes me sweat all over. Honey, what's your name? Dancing makes me sweat all over.
Don't walk away. Let me show you the time of your life.
Well, howdy, partner. Good. I see you brought a friend. Sorry, but they're gonna have to stay outside. Boss is pretty clear on this. I can't let you in unless you... Well, howdy, partner. I see you...
Back again? Need a weapon for... Take a look.
Well, howdy, partner. I see. Come back. Where to, partner? Penthouse floor.
Well, hello, Sugar. Mr. House is waiting for you in his office. I'm Jane, one of Mr. House's girls. We keep him entertained. We don't get many guests lately. Perhaps we can entertain you as well. Oh, there's lots of things to tell, I'm sure. There's the 3 families, the casinos, the other attractions. What would you like to know? They're just new money, Sugar. They might pretend they're sophisticated, but between you and me, they're not far off from tribals. Emeritus especially are just awful brutes. The chairman and the White Glove Society at least pretend to have some culture. Well, of course, there used to be a lot more of them. But these days, there are 3 open to the public. The Tops, the Ultra Lukes, and Gamora. And the Lucky 38, of course. But we're not open to the public. You're a special case, Sugar. Well, let's see. The NCR has an embassy here, but why you'd want to go talk to a bunch of boring old politicians, I surely don't know. Oh, and the Vault 21 Hotel and Gift Shop has an adorable collection of old Vault-Tec memorabilia. And I suppose if you like neon signs, you might check out Michelangelo's sign shop. Anything you like? Not many people know this, but Mr. House is one of the world's biggest collectors of antique snow globes. If you happen to find any out in the wasteland, you can bring them to me, and I'll add them to his collection. You'll get a reward, of course. In fact, one of Mr. House's favorites went missing when we moved the collection. If you have a look around the Lucky 38, you might even find it. Why, Sugar, he's the maximum utmost. If it weren't for Mr. House, we wouldn't have this fabulous wonderland of New Vegas, would we? Well, of course I am, silly. Mr. House is just the smartest, most wonderful man. Why, did you know he single-handedly reclaimed New Vegas from all those Well, he single-handedly sent in his Securitrons to... Sugar, I may be a robot on the outside, but on the inside, my neurocomputational matrix is an exact copy of Mr. House's favorite girl. Mr. House has a lot of needs, Sugar. I take care of all of them, and a lady doesn't kiss and tell. Then maybe you shouldn't pry into a lady's particular. Anything you like? This is the Lucky 38 Resort and Casino, or it used to be. Mr. House has kept the place locked. Why, I'm a Robco PDQ 88B Mark I Securitron, you silly goose.
Welcome to the Vegas Strip.
This meeting has been a long time coming, hasn't it? You've come a long ways, literally, and I suspect figuratively as well. I have to ask, now that you've reached your destination, what do you make of what you see? Oh, come now, don't play the fool. Vegas has fools enough, a superfluity of them. They're what makes it so profitable. They come to Vegas chasing penny-ante dreams of high living, to feel like they're big shots, like they're winners. You see that you and I are of a different stripe, don't you? We don't have to dream that we're important. We are. Oh, don't be coy. You've been playing a high-stakes game ever since Victor dug you out of the ground. Don't be afraid to admit it. The business is this. One of my employees has stolen an item of extraordinary value from me, and I want it recovered. Simple enough. My only concern is the recovery of the platinum chip. What happens to Ben? When you bring the chip to me, I will pay you 4 times the delivery bonus stipulated in your contract. How's that? Well enough. Return to me when you have the platinum chip in your possession. What did... It won't be easy. Benny is always surrounded by at least 4 bodyguards, except when he... It's more complicated than that. The chairmen share what you might call a tribal affinity. Look for a man named Swank, Benny's second-in-command. He's always been a reliable... Do your best to convince him that you're working under my auspices. If you have evidence of Benny's crime... If you were to approach Benny in public, you might be able to leverage his fear of exposure to make him agree to meet with you in private. Sneaking into Benny's suite on the 13th floor, there might be guards. Certainly there'd be a sturdy lock on his... What...
Congratulations. You can bring your friends too. Be like a little clubhouse for the gang. Just bear in mind, you're the only one gets to see the boss. Any friends you got, they can wait. Enjoy the digs, partner.
Casino floor.
Hey, you there. I have a message for you. It's from Ambassador Crocker. Very important. Here you go.
That's crazy.
I thought nobody has ever been inside that place.
That one must
Later,
be important around here.
whoever you are.
Check that out. He just left a lucky 38.
Damn, and he looks good to me too.
It's hard to sleep in this place, I tell you. Last night, some girl was pounding on my door all night. Finally, I had to let her out. What? Hey, come on, pal. I'm trying to put on a show here. You're welcome. Geez, son. You again? You should meet my bookie. You have something in common. Every time I talk to you... All right, then make it snappy, kid. This isn't exactly a lucrative career enterprise here. The name's Knight, Billy Knight. And this here's what a lifelong career in comedy will get you. Oi. That's exactly my point, kid. Exactly my point! If you believe my mother, since she first laid eyes on me, first thing she said was, boy, that's a funny-looking kid. I guess I got a face only a mother could love, because no one else would give me the time of day. Hey, maybe you can help me. See, I can never tell when it's lunchtime. Break's better than a shot. Less chance of lead poisoning. Hey, if you know any gigs hiring, I'll work cheap. Real cheap. I'll take peanuts. I'll take the shells.
What is it?
Hello.
Sorry, I'm here to have a good time, not talk to random people.
Hey, fella, welcome to the Tops Hotel and Casino. I'm gonna have to ask you to hand over any weapons you might be carrying. Security, baby. Can't make the bread if the bakers are full of lead. You dig it? Don't worry, you're safe as houses in here. Courtesy. Smooth and easy, just the way I like it. Don't worry, they'll be as safe as kittens to you. Oh, and a friendly word of advice. If you happen to stumble across any weapons during your stay here, well, just don't wear them openly. You dig? Now that we got that little business out of the way, what can I do to make your Tops experience the tops? Relax, baby. The safe as houses. We'll keep them locked up in the bank upstairs right next to the money. It's serious protection. Everything your little heart desires, that's what. You like gambling? Boom. Either one of the main hallways has cards. Hungry? Thirsty? The restaurant just off the left-hand hallway has the best food and booze in Vegas. Or maybe you'd rather take in a show. The Aces Theater upstairs always has hot acts raring to go. Check it out. Have a good time, babe.
Welcome to the Tops. How can I help? How many chips would you like? Is there anything? How many chips? Is there anything else? Bee's knees.
Get your drink? Best booze and bake. How's it hanging?
Good to see a friend of our government.
You dig this crazy scene or what? Don't get too close to Mr. Benny.
Hello.
What in the goddamn? Let's keep this in the groove, hey? Smooth moves, smooth. Hello? The guy everyone saw go in the Lucky 38, that was you? Oh, shit. I hit what I was aiming for. Guess you had brains to spare. Or you just thick-skulled. Either way, baby, this is good news. Maybe I can finally sleep at night, knowing you didn't die. What say you and me cash out? Go somewheres more private-like. Any questions you got, I'll answer. To start, I'll comp you the presidential. Best suite in the house. You deserve a taste of the VIP. I'll hang out down here for a while to make everything look business as usual, then come to you. Any questions you got, I'll answer. Why would I do that, baby? I want to talk to you as much as you want to. And you dig this is just first base, right? You and me have a future together, and it's big league and open all night. Here's the key to the Prez. I'll see you there in 2 shakes. Ta-ta.
Hey, there's the high roller.
Baby, this little meet and greet of ours, chalk me up as a no-show. It would be 41 flavors of stupid to let you get a drop on me. And you've caused plenty enough trouble as is. You've forced my hand. Hell, I gotta skip town because of you. For real. Nowheresville, that's where. Sorry about the double cross. Or are we up to quadruple? But if someone's gonna... All this is just work ethic run wild? That's your line? I don't know. Can you get it through your thick skull to leave me and the chip alone? If bullets can't get through, what hope is there? That temper of yours. Kind of why this conversation... Do me a favor and stay dead this time, eh?
Hey! Had enough?
Hey.
Wonder where Benny got off to. I hope Swank's smarter than Benny. I hope Swank's smarter than Benny.
Hey! Hi there! Good to meet you. Good question. My function is to monitor Mr. House's data network and decode his encrypted transmissions. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a PDQ-88B Securitron, but you can call me Yes Man. It's what Benny always called me. Probably because I'm programmed to be so helpful. Sure, he came through here in a big hurry. Didn't even stop to say hello. I think he went down his secret escape elevator out in the hall. Sure, Benny had me look at it a bunch of times. It's a data storage device, kind of like a holotape, but a lot more advanced. As for what's on it, well, some of Mr. House's data transmissions made it sound like the chip could upgrade his defenses somehow. That's just a guess, though. The chip's a proprietary format. You need special hardware to read the data on it. There are 2 locations with non-standard hardware on the network. The Lucky 38 and an underground facility at Fortification Hill. I'd look there! Oh! He wants to kill Mr. House and use the Platinum chip to copy my neurocomputational matrix onto the Lucky 38's mainframe. That should give me control over all Mr. House's defenses, most prominently his Securitrons. And then I just do what Betty tells me. Easy peasy! Sure! If the chip could be used to reset administrator privileges, it'll be super easy. Then I'd have to help you. I mean, it seems pretty obvious Benny wouldn't want me to, but hey, not my fault I can't say no. Again, goal number 1 is to eliminate Mr. House and install my neurocomputational matrix on the Lucky 38's mainframe. Given how you're a new arrival, I also recommend that you get to know some of the region's tribes, so you can decide how you feel about them. By the time you finished up all of that, the Legion should be close to attacking Hoover Dam, and we'll execute the last phase of the plan. It It makes me feel really dumb to admit this, but I don't actually know. I've never been inside the Lucky 38. No one has. Mr. House is in there, though. It's the central node of his entire network. You have? Wow, that's amazing. You can murder Mr. House whenever you want. I mean, Benny was always scheming about how he was going to get into the Lucky 38, but you already took care of that. Wow. The other thing you're going to need is the platinum chip. You know, the one Benny killed a courier for over near Good Springs. No kidding, he was running fast. He better pace himself. He has to run all the way to Fortification Hill. There's an underground facility there that might have the special hardware required to use the data on the Did I just say explode? I'd take it straight to Mr. House if I were you. He'll think you're helping him out. Then, when he's not looking, kerpow! The big question is whether to give him the chip before you do him in. He's the one who'll know exactly what to do with it after all. He might upgrade his defensive capabilities right away, or even unlock new ones. But then those defensive upgrades might make it harder for you to finish him off. Hard to say. It's up to you. Let me know when it's done and I'll roll over to the Lucky 38. If I'm right about the chip, I should be able to install myself on House's mainframe. This is gonna be great. I'm gonna help you accomplish so much, whether I want to or not. Oh no, I didn't mean that. Who needs their support? The Securitrons will be all the support you need. What I meant is, you should get to know these tribes and decide which ones you like and which you don't. You know, shape the future of Vegas. Choose your neighbors. If you like a tribe, leave it alone. Or, if a tribe is nasty, or going to be a problem, go ahead and exterminate it. It's whatever you want to do. There's a bunch. Some of them you've already met, like the chairman, for instance. I think you should visit the other families on the strip, the Omertas and the White Glove Society, so you know what makes them tick. And there are some important groups farther from the strip, too, like the Boomers, the Great Khans, and the Brotherhood of Steel. Oh, he had some help. A lady friend of his. She said something about living in a fort over in Freeside. But that's all I remember. Right! It's one of 2 locations on Mr. House's network with non-standard hardware. My guess is it has a reader that can decode the chip. And who knows what else, maybe a giant robot or something. Neat. Let me know what you find out. See?
hope Swank's smarter than Benny.
The eyes of the mighty Kaisar are upon you. He admires your accomplishments and bestows upon you the exceptional gift of his mark. Any crimes you may have perpetrated against the Legion are hereby forgiven. Kaisar will not extend this mercy a second time. My lord requires your presence at his camp at Fortification Hill. His mark will guarantee your safe conduct through our lands. Incidentally, it will interest you to know that the man you seek has fled the Strip and is likely making haste for Kaisar's camp as we speak. I am the greatest of Kaisar's Frumentari. It was not a challenge to find you, nor is this my first visit to the Strip. Go to him, and you will understand. Seek Kaisar by way of Cottonwood Cove, south of Nelson. The Cursor Lucullus will be waiting.
Aw, just when the standing around was getting exciting. Over here. Trouble.
So I hear the honcho of one of them strip families up and disappeared. Poof. Yep, they'll find his body someday.
Ordinary guys with knives and bullets, and they're taking over Nevada.
Awe, are you ready to head upriver? I am Cursar Lucullus, and my orders are to escort you to the Legion's camp at Fortification Hill. While Awe, you'll be meeting face to face with the mighty Caesar himself. To my knowledge, this is the first time Caesar has ever summoned one of the dissolute to see him. Not even tribal chieftains receive this. All who are not Legion are dissolute. They live in squalor, unrestrained by morality. Their very existence is a blight on the common good. Even worse are the profligates, the subtype of dissolute one finds this side of the river. They hold themselves to be civilized, when in fact they are corrupt and self-interested. The truth will be made clear. The trip will take a few hours. Take your... By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish... This is your last warning. You will relinquish your weapons and... Your belongings will be returned to you. I'll wait. Caesar awaits you in his tent. You have license to find your own way. I'll wait here to ferry you back to the western shore when you're visiting. So I hear... So you're the visitor I've heard some of the legionaries talking about. If you're in the mood to trade, just say the... Have a look. Thanks. I'll grab my... Be seen.
The news. The camps are getting crowded.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Excuse me.
Don't bother me. I'm training to become a full legionary. Hey, anything going on?
Some of the slaves have been spreading. You must enter Kaisar's tent alone. Anyone else must...
Should have brought something to read.
So I finally get to meet the courier who's accomplished so much in so little time. That's why I summoned you here, right? I mean, a man nearly kills you, and your response is to track him across the breadth of the Mojave? You arrive on the strip and waltz into the Lucky 38 like someone left you a key under the doormat? You visit the tops, and next thing you know, when you set your mind to something, you get results. The question is, are you ready to get started? Benny is my prisoner. You don't deal with him unless you've dealt with me. Don't worry. You'll get the platinum chip he was carrying, and then you'll use it like I tell you to. The time is fast approaching when my legion will assault the Great Dam and invade the West. Before that happens, I want Mr. House knocked out of the game. A quick 1-2 punch with you. Down the hill, at the west edge of camp, is an old building. It was here when the fort was taken in 2277. Inside the building is a hatch, and inside that hatch are 2 steel doors that bear the... Now that same sigil is on the platinum chip Benny was carrying when we captured him. Even more interesting, there's a slot about the same size as the chip on the console that opens the hatch. I think the platinum chip opens those doors. Doors that can't be pried open, or drilled open, or blasted open. Because all that, I tried. I want you to destroy whatever you find in there. And then I want you to come back here and tell me about it. So go to the building and take this fucking platinum chip with you. My legionaries will meet you there, with your weapons and equipment. Talk to Benny on your way out. He knows I'm going to let you decide how he dies. Maybe you want to remind him.
I'm looking forward to getting sent.
Aw, just when the standing around was...
You must enter Kaisar's...
Should have brought something to read.
Go ahead and laugh, baby. I ain't blind to the humor in this situation. Yeah, well, laugh it up on your own time. Down to brass tacks. How'd your meet and greet with Baldy go? Sure. Baldy wants you to go down there in the bunker and destroy whatever Mr. Oh, you don't want to do that, baby. Whatever's down in that bunker is the key to the city called Vegas. So here's what you do. You go down there and you use the chip to do whatever Mr. House would have wanted you to do. And when you get back to the strip, you find Yes Man. I made it so that cat can't help but be helpful. Try not to smile so wide, baby. You might break your mouth. Yeah, Baldy said you'd get to decide. So which way you leaning? You do that for me, baby? Don't tease. Which greedy overlord do you want? Go on. Yeah, to die in my sleep at a ripe old age after a marathon session of hey-hey with 30 sex-star broads. You'll say, look, I ain't a harbor for illusion. That's why I'm trying to hand you my scheme, baby. It's... Yeah, real popular around. Ta-ta.
We'll talk again. We'll talk again when you've destroyed whatever is down in that bunker.
It is a great honor for anyone outside the Legion to get an audience with Kaiser. Wale.
Not before.
Our way, true to Kaiser.
Aw, just when the standing around.
If you're injured, I might have healing powder. I never finished my training. The Legion saw to that when they overran my town. I do know basic first aid, but I've had to rely on tribal remedies to treat illnesses and injuries. I'm always running low on Xanderroot. Plenty of rock flowers, though. For sale? I'm a slave, not a merchant. I could give you some healing powder every day, but you'd have to be a friend of the... I can only do that if you're a friend of the...
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned mannequin.
Run faster, or I will throw you off the side. Run faster, or I will throw you off the side. I'm harsh on the children, but they'll be excellent legionaries. I'm quite proud of them.
Caesar has permitted you to leave, but not with the platinum chip in your possession. Relinquish it and you may go. Wale. Awe. True to... Caesar.
Hey.
Awe. True to Caesar. Caesar has permitted your weapons to be returned to you while you serve him. Caesar has put a lot of trust in you.
The camps are getting crowded.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Well, you're here ahead of schedule. I suppose it's just as well. This is where I wanted you to end up after all. I knew I could rely on Caesar to give you back the platinum chip. The platinum chip unlocks this bunker. Hence, you have it. Hence, Benny was captured or killed. Possibly by you, but by my estimates, far more probably by Caesar's legion. Hence, Caesar gave you the chip. Hence, Caesar wants you to destroy whatever you find in this bunker. But that's not going to happen, because you're going to work for me. I need you to manually upload the data from the chip to the facility's primary computer. There's a terminal at the other end of this facility. There's a complication. While I can broadcast to this screen, I can't control any of... That means I can't deactivate its security bots, most of which appear to be active according to the status. Good. I won't hold you up any longer.
This is a lawful use of deadly force.
Why do we always shoot the ones we care about the most?
Take cover.
There's some ammo.
Attention. Fugitives should be considered armed and dangerous. Commencing attack on hostile target.
Still looking.